Here's the story about how people thought I was queer because of my hatchback.
My introduction to Subaru started with Fast and Furious, right? Paul Walker drove a GD STI in the fourth film, and that led me to get not one, but 3 Subarus. And although the motorsports sector wasn't the reason the brand maintained its longevity, there were 5 other demographics, one in particular, my favorite category, that sustained the brand. Healthcare professionals, teachers, IT workers, and the outdoorsy type were the 4 main categories that Subaru targeted. While they were doing that market research, they found out that lesbians was another universal market that they can target. So why is it that that's the market that the brand is known for? This is common knowledge, but back in the 90s, Subaru specifically targeted lesbians in their marketing. And unbeknownst to the homophobes that were against gay and lesbian marketing, the press and the attention around Subaru connecting with the LGBTQ community paid off. There was a point where Subaru was getting hate mail. People threatened to boycott the brand. People that didn't even drive Subarus were writing letters saying that they'll never buy a Subaru again. I don't know if y'all understand how rent-free you gotta be in somebody's mind to do something like that. Regardless of the hate, Subaru and the agency that they were working with doubled down. Through double meaning taglines and coded language that essentially went under the radar, Subaru connected and was able to attract lesbians to the brand. In tandem with the marketing, Subaru entangled themselves within the community at large, to the point where some people may think it was a bit extreme how involved they were, but it was just another example of Subaru showing their customers that they were loved. First automobile customer to sponsor the Human Rights Campaign. First automaker in America to provide domestic partner benefits for all of their employees. And the founding sponsor for the Rainbow Endowment. I honestly got to the point where Subaru was partnering with around 40 to 50 organizations, with LGBTQ organizations being the top 5 in regards to cars sold. Here's what I need to understand. They weren't just targeting lesbians for the sake of them buying their cars. They were in full support of their existence. That level of commitment didn't come across as commodification. It was care. At a time where queer representation wasn't a thing and wasn't accepted. And even now, there are times where it still isn't accepted. So listen, keep the memes coming, honestly. P.T. Barnum said there's no such thing as bad publicity, except when you bomb an Iranian primary school. I forgot to add this part while I was driving, but the more publications, like the Washington Post and the New York Times about Subaru supporting the LGBTQ community, like, what do y'all think happened? Like, if my op was fully against a product that I could benefit from, truly a good product, it's a good car, Savannah, I'm buying it. And honestly, the numbers and the accolades don't lie. Last year, Consumer Reports named Subaru the most reliable car in the country. Not Ford, not Chevy, not Chrysler. Subaru, baby. GM, big 3. What are we doing? I would like to personally thank the Lesbians of America for supporting the WRX and the STI market. Those cars did not sell much compared to the Forester and the Outback, but thanks to y'all, we still in the game. I made this video specifically to piss off homophobes, but more importantly, as a message to marketers. So that next campaign that you're thinking about and the direction you're trying to go, just remember to add a little bit of that one thing that makes Subaru a Subaru. It starts with an L.